Hello nurses, welcome to yet another speaking tip video. Today we're going to look at a scenario which is quite difficult and maybe one of the toughest roles that you have to play as a nurse, that is to break bad news. Maybe it is just to inform the patient about a difficult diagnosis, or you're discussing it with a family member about the prognosis of their condition. Moments like this do not just require empathy or just medical knowledge, they need you to be compassionate. So how do you balance honesty with kindness? Stay with me till the end of this video and we'll break it down together step by step. Before delivering any sort of bad news, make sure that you tell the patient or the relative with this gentle warning. For example, you can use a sentence, "I'm sorry, I have some very bad news to share with you." This helps your listener to emotionally brace themselves and set their expectations accordingly. Next, when you're providing the news, make sure that it is done with clarity and compassion. Do not sugarcoat anything because you want the patient's trust in the long term. So you can tell them, "Unfortunately, the results are even worse than we had initially imagined." Or, "I regret to tell you that the treatment has not worked as much as we had hoped it would." And next, we need to make sure that the patient has time to process their emotions. Do not give them ideas about how they need to feel it. Like, avoid sentences such as saying, "I understand how you are feeling," because that makes you think that the patient might be processing it exactly how you are doing it. Instead of that, you can tell them, "I know that this must be a lot for you to process at this moment, but we are here to support you." Finally, when you're closing it off, you can tell the patient, "I understand this is not the news that you wanted to hear when you came in today, but with the help or aid of modern medicines, we have multiple treatment options to help you throughout this ordeal." If you want, you can also suggest the patient that you will give them time to process. You can say, "And I will leave you alone so that you can think about your next options. And you can ask us if you need any further clarity about your condition." I hope this video helped you to understand professional approach that you can use both in your OET speaking scenarios as well as in real life scenarios when you're dealing with sensitive situations. Remember, a good nurse does not just provide bad news or good news. They provide compassion, empathy, and confidence to the patient that they will be there to help them throughout the situations that they may face in the future. Until we see you again in the next video, this is goodbye.